Hey everyone. So I want to take a couple minutes just to explain what you need to do for the week 9 discussion. We are still dealing with song lyrics, but in a little bit of a different way. So I want to make sure everyone understands what is needed for this discussion. Let's go ahead and take a look at it here. All right. So first thing you need to know is that you're going to be choosing your own song lyrics to share with the class, right? You get to choose the song. Now remember, the whole reason we've been looking at these song lyrics is to see how they embody elements of poetry. And while I would like to say that all song lyrics include elements of poetry, that's not always the case. It's not 100% true. So you want to make sure that you're choosing a song that does showcase some of these poetic elements that we have looked at in the other songs, right? Don't do any extra outside research. Now, you're choosing the song. It's likely a song that you are very familiar with, which means there's a good chance that you are also familiar with the artist or the songwriter. And that's fine. If you have pre-existing knowledge about this song or about this artist and about the songwriter, you can include that in your discussion response. But don't do any extra or additional outside research for this, right? Stick with the song lyrics themselves and any information you already know. That's it, right? Once you've chosen your song, you're going to move to task 2. First thing you have to do when you're ready to start your actual post to the prompt, the first thing that's going to go in your text box is a link to the lyrics, right? Now, if you're not quite sure how to do that, I want to show you here real quick. So here I am on any random website that has the lyrics to Lose Yourself, right? So when you find your song, you go, do a Google search for the lyrics of that song and they'll show up here on your screen just like this. What you want to do then is come up here to your browser window, right? Where the full URL is for this specific web page. You're going to click inside there and see it highlights the whole thing. Right click, hit copy, right? And then when you come to then go back to your text box for the discussion prompt, you'll just right click and paste. And that way we don't have discussion prompts, we don't have posts that are super long with just the lyrics. It's much easier if it's just a link taking up space in the text box. And then once you post it, your classmates can then click on the link and it will bring up the lyrics in another tab of their browser. It's just a lot easier than everyone having to scroll through, so many lyrics with every single student. So please do your best to make sure that you are doing it this way, using a link so that we can get to your lyrics and not posting all the lyrics in your text box for your response. Right? Let's go back to the discussion prompt. So that's the first thing you'll do is provide a link at the beginning of your post. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to tell us what elements of poetry that you found in your lyrics, right? And be sure to point out specific words or lines of the lyrics and explain why you think they're poetic. What element of poetry is it? Is it a metaphor? Is it imagery? Is it symbolism? Is it personification? Those sorts of things. What elements are you finding and where specifically in the poem? And then the third thing is, what is the theme or message of your song? Like what makes you think this? What do you think the song is really trying to get across to us? What do you take from it? Right? All right. So I hope you enjoy it. Students usually like this one because you get to pick your own song lyrics, and that's always kind of fun. And I think some students are also surprised, when they start to think about what song they want to use. They'll go to some of their favorites and they'll be a little surprised by just how much poetry is in the lyrics that they never really thought about before. So anyway, do your best to choose a song that embodies those poetic elements, provide the link, point out the poetic elements, and then what you think the lyrics are about. Try to have your first post up by Thursday night. Respond to 2 classmates by Sunday night. This is the week 9 discussion. And since week 10 is so short and so busy, the week 9 discussion will not be left open for an additional amount of time. It will close Sunday night and you will not have a chance to post to it again. So, try to make sure that you have responded to your 2 classmates by Sunday night so that you don't lose out on those easy points, right? If you have any questions or run into any problems, definitely let me know. Otherwise, I cannot wait to see what song lyrics you guys choose. It's one of my favorite parts of the whole term.